All right. Hey, good morning, Michelle Ellis. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce a new friend of mine, Michelle Ellis, and she is an agent with EXP, and she is in Campbellford, Ontario. So our friends in Canada, how you doing?
Good. It's still chilly here. I don't know about you, but we're getting lots of rain here. So
It's raining here, but it's about 65, I think, today. So we're gonna be good. It's not icy and cold
Mhm.
for sure. Well, I want to tell a little bit of the background. So you and I met in one of our masterminds that we're on with Jay Kinder and Al Stasic, our
Yep.
Honey Badger Leaders Call. And you had a Trello board that you shared, which has changed my life. I didn't haven't told you that yet.
Oh, yay!
It changed my life, and it's a wealth chart that I had, a big one that I carried around with me. It was kind of cumbersome, so now I have it online that I can get to anytime, and I've showed it to everybody I know. And so, thanks for that. That was
You're
great.
welcome.
And we've become fast friends. And of course, our collaborative environment allows us to share ideas. So thank you for that. But today we want to, I want to talk about you. So I do a top producer series here in Atlanta, Georgia, and we interview agents all over the country. And today, we're going to talk with you, Michelle, about your business, how you got there, and a little bit about, how you get your business and, your processes. And there's some cool things I know you're doing that I'm looking forward to sharing with everybody. So first of all, you are a solo agent. That's right.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And I think you're averaging around 50 transactions a year.
Yep.
Okay, which makes you an icon agent, which in
Yes.
in the EXP world means you get your entire $16,000 cap back in company stock. What a retention tool, huh?
What an amazing thing. I can tell you that.
Yes, amen. So you've been a realtor for 9 years.
Yep. It'll be 9 years in August.
Okay, and so right now, what does your administration look like? Do you have a transaction coordinator? Do you have anybody else in your world right now?
Yeah, I do have a transaction coordinator. I also do have a new admin sort of in the pipeline. We're just trying to sort out, what she's going to be doing and stuff. My life is definitely different when I do have administrative
Yeah.
support as opposed to not. I was able to basically double my business once I did get like full-time admin. It just takes so much off your plate.
So I want to highlight that for a moment. So there's a lot of solo agents that will watch this video. Solo agents, hear this. As my son says, "Hey dad, hear this. Hear this. Michelle Ellis, who does 50 deals a year, just told you that you need to hire leverage. You need to bring leverage in your life in order to do more business. Don't be a control freak and try to do it all yourself. It doesn't work very well, right?"
No, no, you'll be able to do so much more and do it so much more. Um, I don't even know what the word is. Just so much better. Like you'll be able to just
So
focus better.
ease, yeah,
Yes.
less on your mind. You can focus on the 20% that you really need to be doing to drive the business.
Yep.
Okay, so you've got some administrator, you got a transaction coordinator. Everybody needs a transaction coordinator. I've got
Absolutely.
one. She's wonderful.
Nobody
Uh,
likes. We are in this business because we're we're people,
people. Yeah,
people,
we like
people.
people.
But we're not paper people necessarily. We don't necessarily love that aspect of the job. I know I do not. So we want to be in
If,
front of the people, not the paper.
if my team relied on me to do the paperwork, we'd be done. It'd be over. Sorry. I agree with you there. So you've got 50 transactions a year averaging, solo agent. That's hustling. That's a lot of people.
Yep.
Tell us, where are you getting all of your business?
Well, I right from the beginning of my business, I knew that it had to be important for me to be building relationships and
Mhm.
not just banging out deals and never talking to them again. That was
Yeah.
something that I didn't want to be that agent where you hear, "Oh yeah, like I've got the keys for the house and I never heard from them again." I didn't want to be that agent. I wanted to be one that they remembered forever. And, when their kids bought houses, I wanted them to know that they could call me, their mom, their sister, whatever, anybody that needed real estate help in their families and friends spheres. I want to be that person. So that's kind of where my business sort of has grown because I take it so to heart that, I can just be that agent who can know and understand and listen to their situation. And so repeat and referral obviously is really the gravy of my business.
Well, that's the best kind of business, actually, because number one, you're probably not competing against another agent. And two, it just is the testament to the level of service that they received. I mean, selling and buying a home is probably one of the most stressful things somebody can do, and most certainly one of the biggest financial investments or transactions that can happen. So to have the right people is key. So that's great. So the majority of your business comes from your sphere. I think you said a lot of it comes from you get some from Google as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. I highly recommend any agent that, whether you're new, whether you're seasoned, get yourself on Google, get a Google business account, get yourself on there, get your reviews, get your clients to write reviews. We all know that when we're upset about an experience, we go straight to Google. So it's not standard for for them to think, oh, I better write a positive review for so and so, unless we ask. So you have to ask, and 9 times out of 10, they will have absolutely no problem doing that for you because you've asked them to do it. Right.
That's right. And you may have to, follow up a few times. People get busy.
That is true.
But it's great to get those reviews. Yeah, we've got quite a few reviews, and we do get, like you, business from Google. So that's great. So you've got past clients. You do a great job. You keep in touch with them. I'm sure you got a great database, a great CRM. But you mentioned something that you have a great referral system. Let's tell everybody about and is this patented to you? Is this trademarked to you?
Nope. This is part of another coaching program that I'm part of, and I don't know if we've trademarked it or not, but it's called the Lifetime Referral System, and it is essentially what it says. So it's a system to keep your clients referring for life, right? So it's really that full circle program where you're always in touch with them. If they ever need anything real estate related or outside of real estate, because we have so many business connections, they feel confident and they can trust, our opinion on things. And so I've just learned so much about this system. Now it's custom to everybody. So it's just really, it's whatever you feel comfortable doing with your database. For me, I've done a pie party every Friday before Thanksgiving for the last, I think, 5 or 6 years. My clients now expect it. Like I couldn't stop. I couldn't not do that anymore. Right? Like it's just become they become so accustomed to their pie for Thanksgiving, and so things like that. And the ice cream day that I've done in the past 2 years has been a great success. And I've opened it up to the public as well as my clients. That has been super, super fun. So it's just really about making your business a wholesome business where it's not just strictly business. It's fun. It's family friendly. You can really hit all of your demographics in your database.
Well, people ultimately want to work with other people who they know, like, and trust. And so when you have those 3 right there, you're definitely going to get, more business. So that's great. So you've got a management system where you're keeping up with it. You're doing events. You're staying in touch with people. You're getting Google reviews, and you're just giving great service, and you're keeping up with them. I'm sure birthdays and anniversaries and things.
Oh yeah. That. Yep. So I do send birthday cards to my clients with a lotto ticket inside every year. It's only a $2 lotto ticket. And then anniversaries, they do get a card as well. And I'm actually implementing this year milestone anniversaries. So for 5, 10 year, I'm not at 10 year yet, but for 5 year clients who've been in their home for 5 years, I'm getting them a cake so that they can celebrate. So
nice.
Really cool little extras. It's really about delivering the unexpected, really.
Right. Well, and a lot of people, like you said, they get the clients get the keys to the home and the realtor gets a check and it's over, and they don't have any kind of follow-up, any kind of ongoing connection or touch system. And it's just like staying in touch with friends. If you don't call a friend for a year,
Yeah.
they might not invite you to their birthday party.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to make sure you're staying top of mind. So that's good. It sounds like you got a great, obviously it's working if you're doing,
Yeah.
helping about 50 people a year.
And I tweak it every single year. I do different things. I literally spent all of last night. Like, we have such a big group of collaborators, agents that I've now made friends with, like yourself, that, sit down and talk about, what's working, what's not working, and those kinds of things. So we had a call the other day, and one of the agents shared their plan of what they do January, February, March, right? And so I'm highlighting what I do and what maybe I want to add to my system. And so I'm always tweaking and evolving my systems, because I feel like we need to always be doing that, regardless. It can't just stay the same all the time.
Well, it's an ongoing, you have a foundation, and then it's an ongoing thing as you get more and more people in your world. That system that you made 5 years ago may not work right now. You need to
Right.
expand it and make it better.
Yeah.
But I want to touch on something you just said about collaboration, and you just showed us one of the many things that you've received, and I receive all the time from people, like you showing me the Trello board, which has changed my life. That's
it
part
makes me
of
so happy.
that's part of the. I love it. I mean, I showed everybody. I've got it built out and everything.
And you have it right on your phone too, which is what I love. Like, anywhere you are, you have access to it. And, I have my wealth chart here, but it's so much easier to know that it's right at my fingertips if I need to look at it.
Well, I mean, in mine, I don't know about mine's over here, but mine's it's big. You got to put it in the back of the car, and I left it in the office, and I'm always like, it's always in the other place, and
now it's right in your palm.
It's right there, yeah, and I can move it. Yeah, it's incredible. But just that's an example of, our company. And I was having lunch with a friend yesterday, and he's a guy that I respect, and I've known him for a while, and he and I have a mutual friend who we're both really good friends with. And this guy is a builder, and he's a realtor, and he's just a family man. He's a great guy. And, I have a hard time. I was trying to explain to him, how our company works, and he's with another brokerage. And I have a hard time articulating, that. But what you just said is like how you and I live now. Like we are in so many different groups and masterminds, and we meet so many people. And everybody, since we're all owners of the company, we're all connected and we're all shareholders. Everybody shares everything. And
we're just all open books.
Everything. I mean, I met you, and you met that, you had showed that Trello board, and I was just like, hey, can I get that? And you're like, yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And it's those little things that everybody like, is it one big thing? It's just a bunch of little things all the time, like tweaking your systems. Mm-hmm. You're just adding more arrows to the quiver, mm-hmm. more ammo, more everything. And it just helps us grow as business owners and also personally. So now I know somebody in Ontario that I can refer business to. And
absolutely.
Now you can find Atlanta. So it's just a win-win for everybody.
It's such a beautiful thing that EXP is expanding on a global level, because literally, like, we are all very like-minded people. And so that you can trust, obviously, the agents that you're going to refer to, because they all have the same mindset. They're all sort of just normal, good, down-to-earth agents.
Well, being an icon agent, for those of you out there that don't know, it's hitting a certain level of production. It's capping and selling 20 more homes, and there's, I don't know how many. That's probably, I don't know, 7,000 or 8,000 out of 87,000 people that are icons. I can't remember the number, but
2%. I think it's only 2, or is it 2%, or is it 12%? Maybe, I don't know. I think it might be 12%.
But we're like, you and I are connected, and now I know icon agents. I do these interviews all the time in panels, and part of our culture requirement to get our stock award is to do panels, and I meet 4 and 5 new icons a month. And so it's just, the reach is incredible, and the way this company's set up is just, we could go on forever. But let's get back to you. Let's talk about you for a minute. So in addition to being a solo agent and a mom, and juggling family and working and helping 50 people a year and doing events, you're also into coaching. Is that right?
Yes, I did just get my coaching certification through Success, and I'm actually expanding on that and doing an additional coaching program in March in Tennessee with Coach Michael Burt. So I'm very, very excited. They have an elite success school for kids that my son has taken, and it's an excellent program. And I truly, truly believe that our school systems, both in the US and Canada, I think they're all fairly the same. They're missing a lot of really amazing, they're missing the skills and the mindset that they need to be successful as an adult. So I'm very passionate about helping agents succeed, because I've been there, done that, and I was a broke agent when I first started. So it's something that I went from nothing to something. But the kid aspect too is very, I'm excited about that.
That's great. Well, congratulations. Yeah, giving back is there's so many great things about doing that. Not only the great karma that giving back, but to be able to reach out and across the hall and help folks grow their business. I think that's the cornerstone of this whole company anyway.
I think I get more joy out of, sitting down for lunch with an agent and giving them some tips and tricks on, what's worked well for me, and, tweaking it so that it's going to maybe work better for them, and seeing that, like, even like your example of the digital wealth chart, that brings me joy. Like, as stupid as that may sound, it just makes me happy. And so, seeing agents grow and flourish, that's just my thing. It brings me so much joy.
That's one of the reasons I have a team. I mean, to be able to give back to and help and provide a platform where agents can come in and make a living for their families, and operations and administrative team too. I mean, it's a blessing, to be able to do that. I mean, I feel like it's an honor.
I am looking into expanding as a team as well. This year, I never personally ever wanted to be on a team. So I was very not interested in team thing. No. But then after the coaching program, oddly enough, I realized how different people are, and how some people really just, their personalities need that support and that foundation. And some people aren't like me. And so I have to be able to cater to all of those types of agents. Right. So I'm very excited about that, because I have an agent coming on. I don't know if today's Friday, so probably next week she'll be on board with us. So I'm excited.
So you've got this great business going, you're coaching, you're helping people, you're growing. What are your goals for this year? Like for 2023, what are your goals?
So I currently have, I'll have 8 frontline agents by the end of next week. My goal is to have 23 by the end of this year. I really am just looking at growing my organization and expanding that. And then also on a global level, it's giving me reasons to go to Dubai. It's giving me reasons to go to all these places. So I'm trying to sort of figure out my plan for global expansion. It really is exciting. And I like just the aspect of helping agents for where I came from. And I know I'm kind of going off topic, so I apologize. But where I came from, what brokerage I came from, and the difference between that and EXP, and in 2 years, I saved $250,000. That in itself is such a significant, positive change in my life, that if I can help other agents in the same situation or similar change their lives, that is really what's driving me to expand my organization and want to go global with this. So yeah, really my focus is just helping agents expand and grow and, see what the EXP platform has to offer for them. EXP is not for everybody, and that's okay.
It's not. It's not. And, my friend I had lunch with yesterday, I said, some people won't even look at it. They're refuse. Just hills dug in. I'm not even looking at it. Some people look at it and go, no, I really need the traditional office. I need to go in and have the office recognition and get the paper plaques. And then, or it's just afraid of, the change. And then some people go, wow, I'm intrigued. This sounds interesting. And some people are like, yeah, I'm in. And so I was one of those that took me, my friend that sponsored me, it took me 6 or 7 or 8 months, I think, to do it. And I was
That's a long time.
I'm making money. Why would I want to move? But when we moved over here, you and I both, you saved $250,000. I saved a lot of money. I mean, it's more profitable being here with all of the different revenue streams we have, but also, you know, the bump in the business. I mean, when you're around people that are doing 10x, like the group we're in on Monday,
Yeah.
people are like light years ahead of us.
Yeah.
Those are the rooms I want to be in.
Absolutely.
And those are the rooms that we, you know, I really couldn't get into the other brokerage that well. You know, I see a few of them, but nothing like
You'd
this.
never be able to sit in a room with the top people every single week, once a week. Like those people are always in other brokerages, I believe, are always too busy to, you know, to do any of that and to give back the way that these guys do and these girls do. It's pretty phenomenal. I've even done a podcast with Glenn. So the fact that I was able to sit down with Glenn for the time that I had, I was just blown away. The fact that was even a possibility.
I mean, talk about Glenn Sanford for a moment. I mean, that guy is, wow, I don't even know how to start. That guy's incredible. But every event I've been to, I've seen him, and I met him last year at Shareholders, and he was just standing. I walked up and started talking to him. He just normal guy.
He's such an amazing human being. Like he's a superhuman who's just human. Like he's
I mean, you're sitting there talking to this guy. I'm thinking, like, I'm trying not to get over. I'm trying to focus and listen to him. I'm like, this guy's a billionaire. He started his company. These guys, and where he says, well, yeah, man, how's it going? Just like we're hanging out. And so just a very approachable. And that's how really everybody in this company is at the very, very top all the way down. It's just, it's just a wonderful place.
Absolutely.
So you've got it. So you expansion, you want to grow, expand, growing your footprint. And tell me what 5 years looks like from you. For 5 years from today, what does it look like in your world?
5 years from today, I best be in a few countries other than Canada. That's kind of my focus is, like I said, to kind of grow on a global level. I really want to be able to do that so that obviously I can help, you know, I should maybe come up with a number of agents that I want to help in 5 years, like 5,000 or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to look at what's actually reasonable, because I'm one of those people who's just like that crazy audacious goal maker who's like, that'll never happen. But I'm hopeful and optimistic.
Well, you know, expanding, you know, and for those of y'all out there wondering what we're talking about, you know, this company it's one brokerage. It's not franchise. It's one global brokerage. And there's no team leaders that, you know, a lot of the, you know, team leaders are brokers that recruit. Mm-hmm. The company is relying on the agents to help grow the company. And that's why the Glenn Sanford came up with a genius idea of, man, let's make everybody an owner so they can have equity. So they can earn stock 5 different ways, and they can earn, you know, get their cap back in stock. What a retention tool, right? And then when we sponsor, just like other, you know, just like the Big Red Company and all these other companies, if you sponsor somebody in a company, they pay revenue share. And it's what a great deal. Like, you know, for you and I, showing people a model that could change their life. And not everybody wants to look at it, right? But for those that do, like you and I that saw it and said, oh, this is it, it's a game changer. I mean, like you and I, in 5 years from now, our trajectories and where we will be sitting financially is much different than before.
Absolutely. We should do this 5 years from now, and then do like a clip of this today, and then today 5 years from now.
I will put on a calendar when we're done, and we'll do it. We'll do it. But we are. There's we want to kind of clear something up. What you know we were talking about. We're not recruiters. If I was a recruiter, I would be fired. I'm terrible. Yeah. It's something that I'm passionate about. You're passionate about. That's why we're talking. Passionate about this company, and I want to tell everybody about it. And all I want to do, like you, is show here it is. And that's why Gene Frederick did a wonderful presentation. I have a hard time articulating. I get so excited. It's a company that built 4 agents who are owners and equity stake partners in the company. Mm-hmm. And that's really the easiest way to put it. So the fact that you want to help grow that means that you are passionate and care about this company. That's wonderful. That's why I like being in business with you.
Absolutely. And, you know, the ownership part for me is huge, because my previous brokerage, when I was with Exit, there was no ownership opportunities. All the regions that surround me are already, you know, spoken for. Right. So the ownership thing was a huge factor for me. Now, at the time when I made my decision, that wasn't important. Like I didn't make my decision based on that. But now that I look back, I'm going at like, there's so much more that I was like, there's so much more that I look at now that I'm like, oh yeah, there's so much more that I realized when I made the decision to come over that I didn't realize until later on. It literally took me less than 48 hours to make my decision. Like I wasn't 6-7 months like yourself. I was literally at the 24-hour point. I had already ordered my custom license plates.
Yeah. Honey Badger.
EXP sold and Strike sold.
So when I say Honey Badger, we're in Jay Kinder, Michael Reese, Al Stasic, and John Kitchens 5 years ago joined EXP when it was really, I don't know, it's like 7,000 agents maybe, or 10,000 agents. And those gentlemen, hope they're watching this, have paved the way for tens of thousands of people like me and you just to see an opportunity to change my family tree. I mean, it's unbelievable, the legacy, how that's going to be so different now. And the name of the group is the Honey Badgers, because Honey Badgers don't give a crap. You know, they just go do it. And so you and I are Honey Badgers. That's how we're connected. But, you know, wanted to touch on one more thing. You know, we have the opportunity here to help people see an opportunity, and we can grow an organization as big and bigger than a market center with all the upside and none of the financial risk.
Burdens.
And I think that's what
burdens.
And what?
Or the legal burdens.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly. We got it's the Mike Price team brokered by XP, not Mike Price the broker. And same with you. And we are blessed that we can help people one person at a time see an opportunity, and that opportunity, they share the opportunity, and it just turns into, it grows and grows and grows. And like Mr. Kinder and Reese and all those guys have, 10,000 people in their organization. Well, they didn't bring all those people in. They brought in leaders that brought those people in. And it's been a blessing to see that, because opening a market center or a brokerage is a very expensive, risky adventure. Yeah. And you and I are able to do that and get all the benefit without coming out of pocket.
Yes, very confidently and comfortably. We can do that without really any, risk.
That's right. I'm going to keep doing this way. I've got friends that are opening market centers and things like that. I'm rooting for them, but man, that's a whew.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks. Well, Michelle, listen, I'm thrilled that we met, and I'm thrilled that we got to talk today. And I'm, of course, I see every Monday, 10 a.m. in our Honey Badgers Leaders Call. But thanks for sharing some time with us and telling us about yourself and your business. And let's do this. I'd say even do it annually. Sure. And let's do this again, and I'll send you a calendar invite for 12 months from now, and Absolutely. We'll go from there. We'll save these things. We can go back in 5 years and see.
Yeah, it'll be an amazing transformation, I'm sure.
It will be.
Well, and I can't wait to go on my podcast. I'm excited for that too.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, let me know.
Awesome.
Well, Michelle Ellis, our new friend in Canada, thanks so much for reaching out and connecting with us today. And listen, have a powerful weekend.
You too.
And I look forward to I'll see you on Monday. Okay.
Okay. See you later.
All right. Bye-bye.